Good afternoon, children. Today we will be discussing about the collision theory of chemical reactions. It is based on kinetic theory of gases, and the reacting molecules which are considered as hard spheres must collide with each other to form products, that is, to make the reaction possible. The reaction rate shall be dependent upon three factors. One is collision frequency, denoted by Z. Second one is effective collision, and the third one is activation energy. Now, what is collision frequency? It is the number of collisions that take place per second per unit volume of the reaction mixture. Under ordinary conditions of temperature, which is your 298 Kelvin, and pressure, which is 1 atmosphere, the collision frequency is of the order 10 to the power 25 to 10 to the power 28 in a gaseous reaction, which is very high. This shows that the reactions are very fast or they are instantaneous. But in actual practice, most of the reactions do not take part under normal conditions of temperature and pressure, or if they take part, the reactions are very slow. Now, there are two types of collisions. One is called the effective collisions, the other one is called the ineffective collisions. When the collisions of the reacting molecules result in the formation of product or products, then the collision is called effective collision. And if the collision of the reacting molecules do not form the product or products, then such type of collisions is called ineffective collisions. In order to make their collisions effective, the reacting molecules have to overcome certain obstructions, also called barriers. There are two such barriers. One is energy barrier. In order to make collisions effective, the reacting molecules must have certain minimum amount of energy called threshold energy. It is defined as the minimum amount of energy which must be associated with the reacting molecules so that their mutual collisions result in the formation of product. In this graph, it is plotted against energy and the fraction of molecules. This shaded region, which is symbolized by E, it is your fraction of molecules capable of bringing effective collision. So, in this graph, E corresponds to that is a threshold energy for effective collision in a hypothetical reaction. There is an energy barrier for each reaction. The reacting species must be provided with sufficient energy has to cross the energy barrier. The minimum amount of energy required by reacting molecules to participate in a reaction is called activation energy. It is the extra energy required by the reactant molecules so that their collision will be effective and the reaction will take place and will form the product. So we can write in this way: threshold energy is equal to energy associated with reacting species, energy associated or possessed by reacting molecules plus activation energy. So what is threshold energy? It is the minimum amount of energy associated by the reacting molecules when they collide with each other. Then the reaction will be, or the collision will be effective and the reaction will take place. This is equal to energy possessed by reacting molecules, which is not equals to threshold energy. So some extra energy is needed by the reacting molecules, which is for the reaction to take place, and that is called the activation energy. Let us take an example. The auto fare from Hatia to Birsa Chowk is 10 rupees. One person is having 7 rupees. It is in sort of what? 3 rupees. So 10 rupees is your equivalent to threshold energy, and एनर्जी पोजेस बाय रिएक्टिव मॉलिक्यूल्स, उसके पास कितने पैसे थे पॉकेट में? 7 rupees. Then how much it is required so that he will be availing auto to reach Birsa Chowk? 3 rupees. And then 3 rupees is, in this case, it is your activation energy. The another barrier is called orientation barrier. The reacting molecules, that is colliding molecules, must have proper orientation at the time of collision. If they don't have the proper orientation at the time of collision, the reaction will not take place. So collisions with improper orientation will not result in the formation of products. Let us take an example of formation of methyl alcohol, that is methanol, on reacting with bromomethane and OH minus. CH3Br plus OH minus will give CH3OH plus Br minus. Let us take two different conditions. One is your improper orientation and the other one is your proper orientation. C Look at this. Bromine is more electronegative than carbon. So it develops del negative, carbon develops del positive, and here is a OH minus. When they approach each other, if the orientation is like this, that OH minus is attacking to the methyl bromide at the end where bromine is there, then minus and minus like charges repel. So what will happen? This one will be deviated and this one also will be deviated away from each other. So this is called improper orientation. Since OH minus will not attack to methyl bromide, to carbon, when this is the orientation which is improper, so no product will be formed. No products will be formed. Let us take another one. Br, and now the orientation is like this. Here is a del negative, del positive, and here is a minus. Opposite charges attack each other. So attract each other. So what will happen? This one will come to carbon having the del positive. So the product will be an intermediate product. This bond will be cleaved and this bond will be formed. This bond will be cleaved and this bond will be formed. So here will be del negative, and here will be del positive. This is called an intermediate product. So here proper orientation makes the collision effective and will form CS3 OH plus Br minus. In this particular case, let us suppose that the orientation of the reacting molecules are proper. Here we can say proper orientation. Even if the reacting molecules orientation is proper, but they don't have threshold energy, then the chemical reaction will not take place. So these two barriers, that is your energy barrier and orientation barrier, of these two, energy barrier is very important. But if energy barrier is being crossed and proper orientation is there, then reaction will take place. And if energy barrier is crossed but improper orientation is there, so the reaction will not take place, that is the reaction will not be effective. Rather they will bounce as it is shown here. Okay, thank you.